one in the UFC. You know, we got other guys in the lower bracket like Benny Vincent. So, you know, these shows like this get guys up there, and we're hoping to kind of build our team. We got a new gym opening, and I'm just happy to be a part of the team.
And you have real personal knowledge of these guys. Here we have Obed. Kind of talk about what you know about Obed here.
Obie Pizarro, the thing I know about Obie is he's kind of invested in this on a hometown level. He trained with the Desert Dog fight team, and then he moved over to Budofights boxing, and so for some reason he didn't like training with the Desert Dogs, and he decided to move over to Budofights boxing. He says he likes being a boxer, he likes standing up, and so he decided to stick with Budofights boxing. You know, he's a hometown kid. He's got a female fighter, Brandy Brown, in his corner, and he wants to come out striking. He's fighting Ron Miller from the Desert Dogs in Bend, who, you know, from when I talked to Phil Gebauer said he's going to come out striking and wants to stand. So I think we could really see a stand-up battle on our hands right now.
So do you think there's a little bit of hard feelings between these two? Or maybe even between the camps, or just these two with him defecting?
That, you know, I think the Desert Dogs don't ever like anybody going to another camp. So, yeah, it's always war when another fighter goes to a different camp. Desert Dogs consider that to be traitors. So I think this is definitely going to be coming out and getting killed. So, yeah, for sure, it's going to be throwing blood tonight.
I'm pretty pumped up. What a great way to kick off this Budofights 9 card here at Midtown in beautiful Bend, Oregon.
Man, what a hat from the general there, JT Taylor, putting on some good looks tonight, huh?
Club. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. This is his first time in the cage. Representing Budofights Boxing from Bend, Oregon, Obie Playboy Pizarro. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. This too is his first time in the cage. Representing the Desert Dogs from Bend, Oregon, Ron Miller.
Miller's got a lot of weight on his shoulders, teaching the defector Pizarro a lesson here, Spaniard. Pizarro looks to be very good shape. Looks to have 2-3 inches on Miller.
Yeah, they both definitely look in shape for this fight.
Here we go.
Told earlier this was a catch weight too. Well, they both coming out stand up, but they took it straight to the ground, and this is what Gebauer told me a little bit earlier, was that he was definitely a wrestler, so that's exactly where he took it, was to the ground.
Miller jumping straight to mount. Looks like he's turning to side to get rid of that guillotine from Pizarro. Oh, Pizarro sweeps him. Miller back to his feet. Pizarro has a guillotine locked in. Miller does a good job moving to the side. Pizarro locking up his guard. This could not be good for Miller.
Can he finish this? Miller's already defending.
Miller doing a good job fighting off that right arm of Pizarro. Digging underneath now with his right arm, trying to break that grasp.
And this is kind of the amateur level where guys have got to learn not to really put too much energy here. If Pizarro doesn't get this and he spends all his energy doing this, this could cost him in the later rounds.
And there we go, Miller pops out. Up kick from Miller, another one. Or I'm sorry, from Pizarro onto Miller. And here we go.
Kicks, but his hands are down. Pizarro's hands are really down, man. He's going to get popped if he doesn't get his hands up.
He's getting creative. He even did like a from the waist back fist there.
Yeah.
There we go. Miller grabs a hold of him. He steps in a little deep. Miller grabs a hold of him, puts him to side control again.
That's that high school wrestling that his coaches are talking about.
Miller jumps to full mount. No guillotine this time. He's going to save Pizarro. Pizarro's got to get creative. Miller lands a hard right.
There's an arm. He's going to take it.
He is taking that arm, and that is tight. Pizarro squirming around. Dave Hagan looking close. He doesn't quite have the angle. Pizarro moving around.
He's got to finish this.
Miller looking for that thumb to make sure that thumb's straight up. Pizarro's about ready to tap, but doesn't.
He's got everything right there. He's got to squeeze his knees tight and get that pressure.
And that's
there it is.
That's it.
Miller gets his first victory in the cage here in Bend. Nothing could make the general more happy than a submission victory. He loses his hat. Somebody better find that hat. There it is. Maybe they'll welcome him back for some jiu-jitsu training. I don't know.
About a big round of applause for two tough fighters. First time in the cage for both of these guys. Match number 2 brought to you by Healing the Nation, Bend's finest cannabis club. And your winner at 2 minutes and 36 seconds of the first round due to a tap out from an arm bar, representing the Desert Dogs, Ron Miller.
And Miller gets one under his belt here in his hometown for the Desert Dogs.